We are live.
We are live.
Second time tonight, first time for you at home.
Are we pretending it's a week later?
No.
No. Okay, we're not going to fake
We'll be
it.
honest with them.
We just did one of these earlier.
I'm leaving on Friday the 30th. I got a wedding to attend. And then I'll be out in Calgary for a week and then head up to Edmonton for Western Canada, the Strongest Man, which we will cover here. If you missed last episode, we covered Western Canada's Strongest Master, which Gord will be doing same weekend that I'm doing it, as well as our very own Jocelyn.
Yep.
And Michelle.
Yeah.
She's one of our very own on the show.
Iron Image representation.
Iron Image representation. So that was a good little recap there. We don't know a whole lot of the guys. We know more of the guys here. So we'll see how this goes.
Yeah. It'll be fun.
So we'll just dive right into it. Western Canada Strongest Man this year is being held in Devon, Alberta. Last year, the Alberta Strongman Association hosted Devon Days, or Devon Strongest Man at the Devon Days, which I guess is kind of like our Chicken Days or Quarry Fest or whatever. And it went over very, very well, and they wanted them back. Little oil town. They have an obnoxious amount of sponsors for this show, which explains why they're building so much of the apparatuses.
Yep.
Looking fantastic. Very excited about it. So we'll go over the guys real quick. Who's all competing? We've had a couple changes. So
was there injuries or dropouts?
there were a couple dropouts for just life reasons and
a
couple injuries and such. But
it's a heavy show.
Yeah. So in order
a
of
lot of guys.
announcement,
I was shocked when we started naming off guys.
it's a big show.
Yep.
Big show. So you got yours truly, Josh Clardy, the old cheeseburger Wallace.
Josh!
One of our favorites.
One of our favorites.
He's my favorite.
Fan favorites.
He's just a great guy. We love Josh out here.
Yeah.
So
He's 40 next year. He'll be a master.
yeah, he's getting old.
Yeah, he's an old man.
So
That's where we bond.
His
the oldness.
beard is arguably grayer than yours.
That's what I said.
There's some silver
I'm like,
fox
how are we
action.
this cute? We have beards, and we're both like kind of strong.
Pretty strong. Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty strong dudes. He is a better hugger.
He's a good,
I do
probably.
apologize.
He's got the mass.
He gives some good hugs.
Yeah. Oh, I'll get bigger.
One of our favorites, Mr. Larson Hare.
Yeah.
New father
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
as of yesterday.
Oh, wow. Congratulations,
For 2
Larson.
days. So congratulations, Larson. The baby popped out with a 400-pound log. And very much looking forward to seeing him and Shanice and meeting the baby.
Yep.
If you don't know this, I am a sucker for babies.
Yep.
Absolute sucker for
You're
babies.
a sucker for little doggies,
Little cute
kitties.
things.
Yeah.
Little cute things
Stuffies.
I love. But it's very cute kid. So looking forward to meeting little Theodore,
Yeah.
which is hilarious because his name is Teddy Hare. Teddy bear.
Teddy bear.
Yeah.
Say it fast.
Yeah, exactly. We got Mr. Sam Risling.
yeah,
Came
Sam.
down and trained with me a little
I didn't
bit.
get to meet him, but
Such a good dude. He's Sam's just a great guy.
he was the homeless guy you were doing finger
Exactly.
fingers.
Very homeless. Very homeless. If you look
Like,
at
oh, that's
Sam,
nice. He's got a homeless
if you
guys
look
he's
at- here,
taking.
look at this. This is what he looked like last year's Westerns.
Oh, yeah.
And he just let the hair go.
Yeah, that's a good
I
looking
think
dude
he's put on about 40 pounds. So he's giving her. But in all seriousness, though, like, he's looking strong.
Yeah.
We'll get into it more later, but this could be a very good show for him. We got Mr. Alex Crisby, our first amateur on the list here.
Yep.
Just missed the podium at Nationals last year. I think he finished 5th behind Matt Gibson.
Right.
Out of Ontario. But been a very consistent high-level amateur for quite a long time now.
Yeah.
And he's kind of just right on that cusp of breaking
His
through
training's
the pro.
looking good, I think. I follow
His
him on
training's looking
Instagram.
good. I know they've had a bit of a blip. Him and his partner moved... That word you love.
Yeah.
Him and his partner moved houses. I think they bought an old foreclosure they wanted to fix up. So I know he was moving his gym for a while. So I don't know how that's affected his training. He's looking strong. We got Big Brad Shepard.
Big Brad. Yeah, he's a big squatter, eh? Brad?
Big squatter.
No?
He does both.
Yeah.
But I know he finished very well at Devon Days last year. I think he was one of only 2 guys to finish the Denny ring.
Okay.
I think Larson smoked everyone in that event.
Yeah.
And I think he finished very, very close.
Right.
So it'll be good to see him. I know he competed at Alberta's Strongest Man recently. I've never actually met Brad. So a couple guys here actually I've never met, so
Nice.
it'll be fun. My brother, Billy Hornaday.
Billy.
Indonesian Hulk.
Love Billy.
Yeah, Billy and I, we won our pro cards on the same podium, so, love the guy. I had a great time with him and his family down at the Arnold there.
Arnold's, yeah.
So it'll be good to see him. Well, he's also he's moved to Calgary now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
bought a house too.
Yep.
So Billy's just
I got him on
winning
Snapchat
at
there, he
life.
chats.
That's fantastic.
He snaps.
I
daily,
love,
just
I
about.
love the fact it's on Snapchat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Another one I haven't had the chance to meet, but I hear is very good is Ryan Jabley. I know he's had
that's
just
a name I
a
didn't know
history of injuries. He's
Right.
kind of an honorary pro.
Okay.
He's just ridiculously strong.
Right.
But he's had a back issue, and I think he had a plantar fascia tear. He's
Okay.
just kind of been plagued with a couple of bad luck injuries.
Yeah.
But his training's looking really good.
Right.
And should come in strong. Ryan Stickle, I believe he came to Nationals in Winnipeg.
Right. Doesn't sound
Can't
familiar,
remember
but
where
I
he
didn't really know too
placed.
many other guys, so
His squad is mental.
right.
Statically, just brutally strong dude.
Right.
I don't know enough about him to say. I know in Winnipeg, I think he was about mid-pack.
Okay.
So I'm not sure how he does with the heavier static shows versus moving events. But just looks like a very well-rounded
Because
dude.
is that where Larson got his pro card?
That was where Larson, Dan,
Larson
Nate
and Dan.
Edwards.
Yeah. Nate Edwards too.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
We got Mr. Colton Sloan.
Colton. It'd be nice to see him back out there.
Colton
Yep.
Bear Strong.
Yeah.
He's looking strong. I mean, I know he had a little scare with his bicep there. Got a second opinion. He didn't like the first one, and the second opinion was a little bit better.
And they fixed it, or they didn't fix
They
it?
didn't have to go in.
Okay.
So he's looking strong.
Yeah.
He's looking good. I know.
So he's fully recovered on the bicep, or you have to be.
I won't speak to it.
You
I
have
don't
to
know.
be. Yeah, you
I
kind
don't know.
of.
It's- Westerns means a lot to
Yes.
Colton. Even
Yeah.
if he's not 100%, I think he'll go for it.
It's
So
competitor
you're good to see.
spirit.
He's one of the top tier guys, right?
Oh, for sure.
He'll be on the podium.
He's a
There's-
400-pound log, no?
I believe so. I think
Yeah.
he did the North Americans last year.
Yeah.
So
That's huge. Yeah.
Yeah, dude's strong, obviously. We got Austin Ryan.
Austin Ryan,
He
yep.
was 105, Canada's strongest man last year.
Right.
Very well-respected strength coach in the powerlifting
Yeah.
phase mostly, but I know he has extended over to
He does the
strongman since.
the strongman naturals. They have
He
one
also does
circuit.
that too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not sure where he went there. I can't remember how far along he
Yeah, I
ended up
remember seeing
traveling
it. Yeah,
for.
I think I followed
but
him. Yeah.
very strong dude. I've known him for years.
Yeah, I think I started following from powerlifting.
Some friends of mine were coached by him in, I think it was Kelowna 2016.
Yep.
I'll have to confirm with him. But yeah, so I've known of Ryan for years. Great
Yep.
guy. Very, very strong. There's a couple of lightweight guys here who are throwing their hat in, and
Okay.
it's fun. So Dave Blake, again, another very strong amateur.
Yeah,
He's
because Austin's
actually
105. Yeah, he'll
yes.
probably come in at 240, 250.
Exactly. I wouldn't be shocked.
Yep.
So, Dave Blake, another very strong amateur.
Right.
He is one of so far 2 amateurs to have received an invite to Gimli.
Okay.
So,
Do you know the roster for Gimli?
So far, it's myself, Josh, Larson, Colton, Dan will be in it.
Nice. Travis Clausen.
Travis and Dave Blake. Those are the only ones I know of so
Yep.
far. And Wimberley. Sorry, Wimberley's coming
Okay.
back.
Yep.
So we'll
That's
see
his
who
thing.
else.
Yep.
I figured.
Yep.
Wonder if Brian will come back. I kind of doubt it. He's doing pretty well in SCL.
He's doing
but
SCL
it'll be
stuff,
fun.
yeah.
It'll be fun.
I think he's going to it this weekend.
I think so, yeah.
That one, yeah.
So,
It's neat.
yeah, Brian was great to watch.
And then Ben
We
Borg.
got Ben Borger.
I don't know him.
Tore his bicep at Devon Days last year, but he is brutally strong.
Yeah.
Another one
Bigger
of
guy
those.
too, or?
Hard to say.
Well, that's a big dude. Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was a young guy.
No, bigger.
I don't
dude.
know if
Yeah.
he's-
That's a big dude.
He's a big dude.
Yeah.
Very, very strong. My understanding is that he's fully recovered, so should be putting in a good show here.
Right.
We got Dan Hagen. I've actually talked to Dan a little bit.
Right.
I was busting his chops about how the last amateur to win his province's strongest man won nationals. But no pressure. He won
Okay.
Alberta's strongest man.
Oh, okay.
Just like no pressure or anything. But,
And he's not a pro?
No, he's an amateur. So
okay.
great guy.
Big dude too,
I
or-
would be.
Like,
Yeah, big dude. He's like 6 foot,
Yeah, yeah.
something, like
Yeah.
monster of a guy.
that's enough. Yeah.
Tom Stoltman is competing. That's a good April Fool's joke, and I think Tom actually replied to it. Yeah, Tom Stoltman, looking forward to it, guys.
Oh, nice.
So he did catch wind of it and reply, which I thought was hilarious.
Yeah.
Another Manitoba favorite,
Jesse Campbell.
Jesse
yeah.
Campbell, an absolute maniac who
Yeah.
loves heavy stones. He's
Yeah.
going to be, he will be a dark horse on that Manhood Stone event.
Right.
He loaded 450, I believe,
Wow.
at Nationals for the record breaker.
That's
He's
insane.
a very talented stone
Yeah.
loader.
Yeah.
And all around great guy. I think he came in early and helped Devon with setup
He did.
for
Yeah.
Gimli last year.
Yep.
And we know he's got a heck of a grip on him.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So he
Yeah, that
he
was
could
fun
be-
to see.
He
And
could,
he was a
screw
hell of
some
a truck
points
puller
up.
too. Didn't he have a truck pull last year?
Nope, not a
No,
Gimli.
no. Okay. What did he come?
Hercules
like?
hold.
Oh, it was the carry. It was the Hoosfeld.
The Hoosfell, yeah, Hoosfell. So moving events, very good.
Yeah.
Curious to see how he does in the heavier static show.
Oh,
but
the
he will-
Hercules hold too.
He will, yeah.
He killed the
will-
Hercules hold. Yeah.
I'm wondering how his grip will transfer to Denny's, but he could break a few hearts this show.
Yep.
He could throw some points in.
Yep. Mr. Sean Hayes.
Yeah, we got, well, we'll go Dylan Dorsey.
Okay. Yep.
Younger
I'll just go
guy.
by your list.
Massive dude.
Yeah.
Like 6'8", 385.
Wow. Okay.
Doesn't have social media.
Right.
So just like lives on the island doing island things.
Island big dude things.
Island boys. They're both too tuned out to listen.
Yeah,
That was hilarious.
They're texting each other.
Yeah. Sending memes.
Memes.
But yeah, Dylan, super nice guy. He had
Yep.
a real hard time last year with some injuries.
Okay.
I think he mangled himself pretty, not quite like Dobson did, but
Right.
mangled himself pretty good at Westerns, if I remember.
Right.
Sean knows him, and Sean was saying his training looks much better this year.
Okay.
But I think he's like an 800-pound squatter in wraps. Like,
Wow.
just a very, very strong dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, like rightfully so. But like, he could put a dent in some stuff.
Right.
I don't remember how he did with the moving events, but again, he wasn't healthy last year, so it's not a fair representation.
Right.
We'll see. I'm not sure what his training is like, what his goals are like. And then rounding it out, we got the defending champion, Sean Hayes.
Yep. Nice.
Who, as usual, from my understanding, I say as usual, like I've been a pro for years, but I've been in the group chat.
It's been a full year now, right?
No, I've been in the group chat long enough to realize that if Sean starts complaining about something hurting, he's probably going to hit a PR in the next week or two. So he's complaining about how broken he is. It's like, you're going to win the show, Sean.
Yeah.
Shut up.
It's not a show for Tristan. Tristan doesn't do these shows.
No, Tristan is focusing on North Americans.
Yeah,
I believe because he went to Worlds
Tristan
again to get
and
to
Tyler,
buy to CSM.
Yeah.
If he chooses to take it. I know last year had an injury, had to pull out.
Okay.
And then we have the events.
What do you got?
2-day show,
2-day show. Okay.
and they're trying to kill us.
I'd say. It's a little bit ridiculous looking.
A
Is there
bit.
one normal event? No.
So, event 1, squat for reps.
Okay. Ridiculous squat for reps.
It's 617 pounds,
Right.
which
barbell.
sounds respectable.
Yep. On a barbell.
Sounds respectable. Except for the fact that it's a 30-foot long, 4.5-inch
Drill pipe.
drill pipe that you're holding with straps.
Yeah. You can't even put your arms on it. Like you can't put your arms on it. You have to hold it by the straps.
If you can,
would you-
can low bar squat,
Would you be able to like crucifix hold it?
I don't know if it's worth trying.
Yeah, I don't know
man.
if it's worth trying. Yeah.
I don't know if it's worth trying.
I mean, the 4-inch pipe out there, you could try it. but
I might try that.
I might try it.
That's top secret training.
If they don't say you can't do it, don't ask. Hey,
true.
can I put my arms around it? No, you don't ask.
Just high bar squat it. It's not a bad idea.
Front squat.
Searcher. Searcher squat.
Squats, yeah. I got a low pick.
Short range of motion.
Yeah.
That'll be interesting. I've talked to a little bit with Sean. We're kind of torn. I think there's an equal chance that 1 to 3 reps wins it,
Yep.
but there's enough good squatters in the lineup that it's going to click for somebody.
A depth always makes a big difference.
But
like
it's
if they're
but
going to
all-
make you drop it, drop it.
The other thing,
you're touching
not
at the
even
pads?
the depth. It's more you're touching at the pads, but I don't know where along that 30 feet the pads are going to be. If the pads
they'll
are
be wide.
beside you,
No, that'd be wide.
right? That's
Yeah.
the thing.
Yeah.
So if they're
So you're
wide,
you're gonna have to control the sway.
you're going to be all over the place, and that's what. So when Tristan first tested it, he got knocked on his ass.
Yeah.
It was after a 2-hour training session, apparently.
Right.
But the first time he tried it, he got knocked on his ass.
And he's kinda strong.
But I said, but in a contest, it's a 0.
Yeah.
So like that's the thing, right?
Yeah.
So it's interesting. I feel like I have a good strategy for it,
Okay.
but we'll see. Again, it's just a ridiculous event.
you're a good
It's going to look cool. I'm a good squatter. We'll see.
Squat.
It'll be interesting because I do think I've talked to a couple of guys and we all kind of agree. Like, I think unfortunately there's going to be quite a few zeros
yeah.
on this show.
There might be.
And we'll go through all the events. We'll come back through and we'll
Yeah.
explain why. Event 2, the Rig Pig Dinny Walk.
The rig pig Dinny walk.
Because if Dinny stones weren't bad enough, let's make
them with a
drill
sharp ass
bits.
diamond tip drill bits.
But apparently, so there's pros and cons. They don't rotate.
Okay.
That's
They're
take it
not
as you
as belled.
but that's the thing. They're about the size of a 35-pound plate.
Okay.
So they don't rotate,
Yeah.
but
Did you try the Dinnies with a 35-pound plate, or do they sit on your leg?
I've tried it before. Honestly, I haven't really trained a ton of Denny's.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
It's just hook, grip it, and die.
Yes, it's one of those ones that's dumb strength.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's how much do you hate yourself?
Yeah.
Honestly. So that'll be interesting. I know Larson will win that event.
Right.
If someone comes out of nowhere and wins that event, I'll be shocked. Larson is phenomenal with any kind of a Denny implement.
Okay.
His grip is fantastic.
Yeah, I remember
He's
that from last year's Western.
And his shoulders are so broad, it's so easy. Like he will.
That does help because then the weights are off your legs.
Yeah,
You know,
he will
if
win
you
that
get
event.
big. Yeah.
Sean did very well too, but I think just Larson's touched the implements and he's fast.
See if you can like double over a knee sleeve and put it under your arms.
Yeah, that's an idea too.
They didn't say not to.
Yeah, I wish there was a better live stream for Westerns because Sean did. Towards the last couple steps, he tripped.
I think I
and
remember
did a
watching
full
that.
ninja roll.
I think I remember
it was
watching
awesome.
it.
Event 3, axle press 1 RM. Oof. So my understanding is we get 3 events. I had the rules up. I can't remember. We had 3 attempts. It starts at 320.
Powerlifting style?
It starts at 320.
Yep.
10-pound jumps, fixed axle is my understanding.
Right.
That's going to suck for a lot of guys. I think a lot of dudes are going to zero that just based off the Continental.
Well, it's heavy, yeah.
It's a heavy clean. And I think a lot of guys...
It's a heavy clean. Non-rotating makes it worse.
Yeah.
So not only is it a heavy clean, it's
You got to get your hands off
yeah.
and catch.
Yeah.
So we'll come back through it all, but we'll go through.
What else you got?
Event 4, the Priority 1 Power Stairs.
Ooh.
With rig-style implements.
Rig-style implements.
So apparently it's supposed to be 400, 450, 500-ish.
Okay.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I was training roughly that, and it was... With the swinging handles, it sucks. I hope they fixed handles.
Yeah.
'Cause I really don't like the swinging handles.
Right.
But also trying to be
Hopefully
careful,
it's
like
not gonna
not
come
cut my legs up.
Yeah.
So I think if I had to, I could go a little faster.
Yeah.
Event
Do you
5.
have an extra set of knee sleeves or anything to bring,
I got
maybe?
a couple. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
Event 5, finger, singular, to a backwards drag.
Fingal to drag.
I feel really good about that one.
Yeah.
I'm a heavy guy. I'm good at backwards
You're
drags.
playing with the fingals. That's one of the things. You touched it once.
I got 2 or 3 sessions on it. 2 sessions on it.
Yeah.
Thanks again, Devon, for letting me set all that up.
Yep.
Down at Training Grounds Gym. Shout out.
I guess we're going to clean that up one day.
Yeah, eventually. They were sitting in a mud puddle. It's not any worse off on the side of the road. Yeah, Devon, take that. But no, first time Sam came down, figured it out. We got our times to about 10 seconds.
Right.
Second time I went back, I probably did 10 flips. And they were all under 7.
Okay.
So just getting faster, getting the technique down.
Yeah. Figuring out what to do.
I don't know how heavy the one we're using is. I'm assuming it's the one from Tristan's gym.
Yep.
It looks lighter than the one Devon has.
Okay.
So we'll see. I don't know. But as long as I just keep
Hopefully.
the speed going.
Yep.
Event 6. The Circus Dumbbell.
Ooh.
From hell.
CDB.
I've shown you this implement.
Yeah, I've seen it. Yep.
For those of you who haven't seen it, it is 2 drill bits welded to a handle.
Yep.
It's 200 pounds. And it's about 2 feet long.
Yep.
The biggest concern I have with it, other than it being sharp and dangerous, the part where it's going to rest on your shoulder is about 4 inches.
Yep. And you're going to be packed in like a dumbbell.
Well, that's what I mean. So when you think of a dumbbell, right, I'm here.
Yep.
With this, you're going to be here.
Yep. And it's a catch-22. Are you going to get more velocity to start? Or
So it's one of those things where,
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I've touched the Circus Dumbbell maybe twice.
Right.
This whole prep, maybe. And it's just because the one we have is not going to be super applicable.
No.
I know
You might
my
have been better
technique.
off coming to play with a 10-inch.
Even,
Just a smaller,
even
I
then,
don't think
it's
so.
just,
Yeah.
I don't think it would have been worth it. And I'm doing so much pressing with the axle, my elbows are so beat to shit right now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it was worth it to add more pressing volume
Right.
for an event where I see a lot of the field zeroing this, to be totally honest. And
200 pounds,
if,
200 pound
and if I can
doubles,
get
heavy.
good enough points in the fingal to drag where I go last, and I see a lot of guys zeroing it, I very well might pass in the event.
Okay.
To be totally honest. If there's no points to be
Depending on
gained,
feedback, depending on what you watch, you know what I mean?
we'll
Yeah.
see. I know there's
The last thing
been
you need is your ear sliced off.
some
if it's coming
feedback
down
from
on
some
you.
testing that it does dig into your shoulder pretty well.
Yep.
I was kind of joking to Larson. I'm like, well, can I wear a motorcycle jacket?
Why not?
You know, like just wear some Kevlar.
Yeah, leather, knee sleeve slice a knee sleeve open, put it under your shirt.
Okay. Oh, you know, I need one of those Basque stone vests.
Yeah.
That's what I need.
Yeah.
You said 700-pound Basque stone I sent you guys?
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
mental.
That's stupid. Yeah.
700 pounds on a single shoulder.
Yeah.
No.
Dumb.
Event 7. 1,000-pound yoke for 25 feet into, I believe it's a 50-foot truck pull, and I think it's a 30,000-pound truck.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Just a lovely little medley.
No big deal.
And then to cap the whole
And
day
how many
off,
feet?
That's about 50 feet for
50
the
feet
truck
each?
pull. No, 25 for the yoke.
25
I
for
think
the
it's 50
yoke,
for the truck.
Yeah.
And then to cap it all off, event number 8
Is
the manhood stones. Ooh, yeah. I have very strong feelings about this being at the end of the show.
Yep.
I think it should have been at the end of day 1, personally.
Yeah. You just seen a better stone loaded.
And I did message the promoter about it. I
Yeah.
said, Ken, if you guys want that 500 loaded,
Yeah.
it's not the place to put it.
Yeah.
I understand. Stones go last.
Stones
That's
are
strong,
always
man.
generally last. Yeah.
But
But stones
also-
can go last on
Yeah,
day 1.
but you know what? And that's what I mean. Day 1, it can go last. And
Yeah.
then we all get to clean up. And
Yeah.
we're not screwing around with tacky to go out to dinner after. Like,
Yeah.
you know, no one's got tacky on to hug their loved ones or go up on the podium or anything like that.
That's true. Yeah,
Just,
that might actually been a good choice.
so I don't think,
that standpoint,
I don't
I
think he's
never
going to
thought
change
of
it.
that,
But he did say he'd entertain it.
Yeah.
Didn't mean to annoy you, Ken. Sorry. Love you a long time. Yeah, so that is the show.
Yeah. Fun.
Yeah, it should be.
Yep.
It'll also be brutal.
It will be. So we're thinking the squat will go good. You've been practicing that enough. Your Dinny carry.
I'm not worried about the squat. Dinny carry, I was one of a few guys who finished the run last
Yeah,
year.
you did good in the Dinny last year.
The axle press,
The axle
I'll
press
do
will be
well
what it
enough
is.
that I won't lose points.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Are you thinking of split jerking or?
Yeah,
sure.
I'm split
Yeah.
jerking. I've been doing a split jerking. So.
Yep. And then power stairs, I think you're built for power stairs.
I'll do
'Cause I've loaded a 450.
And I've
loaded a
honestly-
450 myself, and you're just a foot taller.
Yeah, but also my transitions are quick.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you're back fast. You're athletic.
I'm back fast. I'm
Yeah.
down.
Bigger
I'm quick.
guys are going to go slower, possibly fall.
And that's what I mean.
You
So
know what I mean?
it will
'Cause-
be better for me.
Yeah, power stairs.
Finger to drag.
Finger to drag. I think
I
that's.
feel good about that.
I think these are all good events for you.
Yeah, CADB.
Circus dumbbell.
The weight is under what I hit last year, and I'm a lot stronger overhead now.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah. And it's just that is going to depend on how the implement fits your body,
yeah.
I believe.
And there could be a guy who gets 10 reps.
Because you can
And I
get that
think-
thing into a place that just hurts.
Well, I know
Especially if your elbows
Sean
are
was
sore.
practicing holding his dumbbell on its end on his shoulder.
Oof.
I'm like, that's a nice idea with your nice rounded dumbbell, Sean.
Well,
but how are you going to feel when there's a
Rogue
drill
monster
bit in your
dumbbell,
shoulder?
Rogue monster dumbbells, you can do that.
Oh, honestly,
well, then,
with,
you know what I've watched
with
people do
with how
with
allegedly broken he is, it might just be a nice massage for his
Yeah.
shoulder. You know?
what's that called with the pressure, the pain pill, whatever the.
Yeah, the boom
The one-
stick.
yeah, the boom sticks, yeah.
Love that thing.
But yeah, I don't like. One of the things that drives me mental is like a regular circus dumbbell, like a plate loaded circus dumbbell. When people have it on their ear, like, oh my god, I'm like, please just stop. Like, I'm like, you can do it like a normal way.
You're going to need...
There's okay.
this is
This is great. You're here, but
also
I'm not
there's just-
100% convinced that that's better. Trying to turn that implement rather than launching from a good position, launch, catch,
All I'm saying is...
flick. I just
the
don't like it.
best circus dumbbell pressers on the planet don't do it that way.
Yeah. Even with the sear dumbbell, you can do it with a sear.
You're going to have to do it with a sear.
Yeah, Matthias does it with like he's got the whatever 340 or whatever.
But
He stands it right
but
up.
it's still stacked.
Yeah, and
But, but I think he more does that so he doesn't move his hand position.
Yeah.
Right? He's still stacked in the same spot.
He's got it figured out. There's nobody better, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
And then,
might be some guys better now.
Well, there's now,
couple
but
guys.
for a while there, it was an untouchable
There's,
number. Now there's definitely guys.
Homme out of Russia.
Okay.
And then Haddon, obviously.
Yeah.
Someone random dude, like Roman Grekov. I think he did a giant show last year.
Okay.
Just some random guy.
On a sear or on a.
Not on a sear, on a regular.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
On a sear, maybe Mateus is the best. But
Yeah.
but I mean, Lucas hit the actual sear dumbbell for 2 reps.
Yep.
So,
The actual
like-
sear's 275.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They did it for 2 reps pretty comfortably.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
I don't know.
But
I
he's
think
so explosive. Whatever you put on that guy, he'll throw it.
he's just he's so
He's
good.
he's built to throw shit. Yeah.
Oh yeah, guy's just obnoxiously strong.
Yeah. And then stones, your stones are you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Stones will be
We
good.
built that baby. Whatever, we'll clean it up one day. And you
I'll
can
try to lift it
before you go.
Maybe. Well,
You gotta go Friday?
I'll leave on Friday, so I have to do that. Maybe I'll warm up before. I got tacky in the truck.
Oh,
I'll do
okay.
it
You do
tonight.
it
I don't
after?
care. Yeah, sure. Why not?
Whatever. Yeah.
It's only 8:28.
Yeah. Just do it
We'll warm up
without
quick.
sanding it.
No, so-
Leave it rough.
Yeah, my hands are just toast. Yeah, maybe I'll rip by tomorrow and just try it real quick. We'll see.
Yeah.
Just so I have an idea.
Yeah. Then we can.
I know I can do.
Did you watch that video I sent you today?
I didn't get to it. No, I was
Watch
busy
it.
at work.
Watch it. Watch how he patches the stone,
Ooh,
buddy.
we're doing it wrong.
100% we're doing it wrong.
We suck.
No, but we've missed an opportunity to make it way easier on ourselves.
Okay.
Just watch it and you'll be like,
just gonna facepalm?
oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
one of those. I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
Okay.
It'd be like, I should have watched this before I started making all these
Well,
stones.
to be fair, the video wasn't out by then.
No.
That's a new video.
It is a new video.
Yeah.
So, and it's a very good video. Like,
Honestly,
he had good content before, but
there's
his content
no
is getting
reason
so much better
for
now.
them to give out that much knowledge.
No, I do agree.
Like,
'Cause I felt like I was stealing watching it. I'm like,
I
ooh.
know.
Like,
But, yeah, Steve Slater. If you guys are considering buying stone molds, do not buy those.
Don't buy the
hybrid,
hybrid.
ones.
Yeah.
They're.
I'm
I'm
considering
sure
getting
the
the
people
20.
who make them are very nice people.
I'm considering getting the 20. That's the only mold we don't have.
Yeah.
Because we got 20, 19.
But
19 is 300, 20 is 330, 21 is 350-ish.
Ish. But no,
And then the 22 is...
the Slater molds
that's
are
what I
just
thought. Yeah, it was
next level good.
So
They
good.
are so
he had
much
one he
better.
built. He said he built 50 stones in it.
Yep, that's mental.
Yep.
Mental.
Yeah. Retarded. Can we use that word?
No.
Oh, retarded? Sorry.
Now I'm gonna get yelled at.
I can't be taken out in public.
Congratulations.
I can't be
we're
taken out in public,
canceled.
let alone the internet.
It's true. Yeah, we're
I
canceled.
shouldn't
for
be
this at some
interneting.
point.
Yep. But no, I'm pumped to.
See, now,
I hope there's enough
see,
gas.
Now, if I ever make it big and strong, man, and I go, there are no skeletons in my closet. That's a lie
Except for
because
one.
at 26 minutes and 32 seconds,
You
you had
laughed.
to give me. I did laugh. Now
You
I'm
laughed.
screwed. Now I'm sued. Now I'm screwed. I have a
Or
skeleton
when you
in
run
my
for
closet.
prime minister.
Yeah, never.
Never. No.
Not brave enough politics.
No. You're not dumb enough to ruin a country.
Like
You're
that.
pretty dumb.
I could be pretty dumb. I could be pretty dumb pretty quick.
But no, I don't know. How your body's feeling pretty rough?
Yeah, a little better lately, but I'm looking forward to off season.
Yep. You have expectations for each event, obviously.
Yeah, I mean,
And there's a way you've mapped out, I'm sure, what would be your best show out of these things. You know what I mean?
I would love for there to be a reason for me to go for the 500 stone.
Yep.
I'd love for there to be a reason.
Right.
I really do.
Yeah.
Because I missed out on that record breaker last year because my quad and
Yeah.
my hand being broken in nationals.
Yeah.
Barely finished the run.
Right.
I say barely finished. That's sorry. I won the stone run, so I shouldn't say that.
Yeah.
But it was painful. So I didn't do the record breaker the next day. Missed out on that, and I really wish I had a chance at it.
Yep.
Is what it is. Didn't happen, but if there's a reason for me to load, or if I'm just completely out of the running, it's not my day, then I'll try it.
Yeah.
Try it. Why not? Someone's got to.
If you're so far behind, you're like, screw it, I'm going for it. Yeah.
I did joke to the guys.
Just missed the last two events. Whatever, I'm going for the stone.
Gentlemen's agreement. We all take a crack at the 500.
Yeah.
Every single person. We'll just all go for it.
Tell them to get it nice and greasy like amateurs.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, that would make me sad. Is if the stones get really. I think 2 of them are brand new.
Okay.
I believe Stubborn Stones sponsored 2 new stones.
Right.
I think the 450 and the 475.
Yeah, check our stones out. See how
brand new
see how
stones.
we're doing compared to his. What they look like.
He's better.
I know.
He's just better.
Well, what do we got to do? Find out. Pick his brain.
He said he might be there, might not be, but he did say he'd be willing to hop on a call with us.
Oh, sweet.
so-
That'd be awesome. Yeah, we
Yeah,
got to
that'd be
figure that
fun.
out.
That'd be nice. Yeah, we can figure that out.
Yep.
But honestly, like, it's a really good show for Larson.
Yeah.
2 overheads that he's very good at.
Yep.
His axle press is looking stupid.
Yep.
The Denny
What
is
does he have a hole in his game? Really? No.
maybe the stone.
Yeah.
Maybe the stone. But really, he won't have a whole lot too.
Yeah. I remember not knowing him at
hasn't-
Magnus and just being like, "Who is this
He
guy?
hasn't
Where did
really
he come from?"
done
Like,
much squatting, but he did squat 625.
Okay.
So in theory, he shouldn't
Yeah.
zero the squat.
right. He's got that game time wires cross attitude too. I think. Like, I don't know. It just seems like he's a performer. He loves the show.
hoping that the baby sleeps well.
I'm sure Mama will give him a break.
Hopefully, hopefully the baby
Yeah.
sleeps well and he's not too tired when he shows up.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at it on paper, Shepherd would probably win the squat.
Right.
The only thing is, how is he squats pretty high bar.
Yep.
How is he going to like that big implement? I don't know. Sam
that could help level the playing field.
Very good squatter.
Yeah.
Rizzling. He's a fantastic squatter. Yes. Yes.
Sorry, Sam. I don't even know you.
Sam
You, want to beat me.
Rizzling.
You probably want to beat me up already.
No, he's way too nice to beat you up.
He's two nice guys who
very
look
good
not
squatter.
nice.
Very good squatter.
Right.
This is where a couple of the amateurs can throw some points in, I think. I mean, Colton's a good squatter.
Yep.
But Stickle's a fantastic squatter.
Right.
I'm okay at squatting myself.
Okay.
And from what I understand, Dylan Dorsey's a very good squatter.
Right.
From what Sean's telling me. And
What
obviously,
about Dobson? He didn't.
Dobson is done competing.
Totally.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. He's decided he's done with that and he's on to the next chapter. So
Okay.
I think he'll be volunteering.
Is there anybody not there that you would like to have seen there?
Tyler, Jeffers,
Yeah.
the
Dan.
usual, Dan.
Jeremy even?
Well, unfortunately, Jeremy just...
Yeah. Well, he posted today that he's feeling good. His surgery went well.
I'm glad he's able to walk, and I'm
Yeah.
glad that it happened to him in the summer.
Yeah.
Because
There's no good time for it ever. You know what I mean?
the winter's a lot worse than the summer.
Wow.
At least he can get out and go to
Yeah.
the park.
But winter is if you're having goals of the bigger shows there in the winter. You know what I mean? The Arnolds, the OSGs, the like...
Yeah,
So
I'm saying,
this
from
way
an
still-
injury recovery standpoint.
Yeah.
Like, I would rather recover an injury when the one thing I'm allowed to do, I can go and do it side.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I did my knee. My knee was November, but you can't walk.
Yeah.
You're stuck on the couch, whether it's... It
doesn't matter.
That's better for that time of year because then it's not beautiful
You're
and
not
I'm not
missing out
dying.
on stuff.
You know what I mean?
That's fair too, yeah.
I did take, I think, 3 days off work. I was supposed to take a month and a half or something. It was like day 4. I'd watched everything on Netflix. I'm like, I'm going to work. She's like, no, you're not. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm going to work.
It's for the
I
best.
walk in,
it's
they're
for the
like,
good of our
what are you
marriage.
doing here? I'm like, just don't worry about me.
You're in a wheelchair.
Yeah, I had a couple of ice packs. So I ice packed my knee there. I'm out in the shop I tried to climb. It was like, it wasn't very many days back. And then I'm like, oh, I'll just get the hours off this machine. So I step up into the side of the machine. I'm looking, well, doesn't my foot slip? And I fall right on my leg that was just fixed and compacted the whole thing, like maxed it, bottomed it out as I was falling.
Because
I started yelling.
This is the leg where they took a 3/8 inch drill bit and
That's right.
drilled into it and then
Yep.
fished through and grabbed the tendon and pulled
That's
it
the
through
one.
and then stapled it
Yeah,
in.
like had all the
right,
meat.
Shelby, that one?
The meat, yeah.
All the meat was vicious.
So then in my mind, I'm like, oh, well, perfect. I wrecked my knee because everything in there had to have exploded. That's how it felt. I walked it off.
I told you you're not too bright.
I'm pretty dumb.
Sometimes. Yeah.
Well, when I blew the ACL the first time, I'm like, I'll walk it off.
the fact
So I
that
got
you-
on the bike.
The fact you said the first time, it just says all you need to say.
I didn't do it twice, but when I originally blew it, I was like, whatever. I'll ride the bike for half an hour. I rode the bike. I walked around the yard. I'm like, no, it'll be fine. Yeah. I went to work, did my work. I'm like, ooh, it's pretty sore. Then I woke up the next morning and it was locked up. It was not moving. And I'm like, yeah, something's definitely wrong here with this thing.
God.
And yeah, I mean, really, like, how bad could it be when you're like up in the air, your femur comes out of the knee socket and then like misses when it comes down and like goes through the side there and then pops back out and goes back in?
I wonder if you were to like have a microphone.
I got the video. You want to see it?
If you had a microphone beside it, I wonder what kind of noise it would have made. It'd been like
I don't know. There was a big but much more dramatic and loud.
yeah,
And then I got up and I was like, I'm good.
I'm sure.
That was not good.
Yeah, it was more of a.
Yeah. It was SPD knee sleeves. They weren't tight enough.
Remember, what was his name? Ron, what was his name? The compound fracture NCAA guy. Yeah. Remember who I'm talking about? The guy with the compound fracture? Went through his shin? What was it?
Oh.
Kevin Ware. Yeah. Remember Kevin Ware? One where a guy was like, took a 3-point shot or he went to challenge it, and then all of a sudden he's on the ground, his whole bench just clears, and like the bone is like sticking through his shin, his foot's just dangling.
And he didn't
there.
know.
Oh, it was hilarious.
Oh,
It was
gross.
awesome. It was in high school, but it's just like a jagged bone sticking out of the flesh, and there's like a hole in the flesh because like it ripped through and then swung under and stretched. So a nice big gaping hole, and like the bone
the
is
bones
shattered,
were
and
sticking out.
there's blood and gore on it. Shelby does
was
not
gross
do well
enough.
with gore.
She's doing terrible right
Especially
now.
surgical things. Yeah, she's.
And it
very-
seems like it's worse when it's people she knows.
It is, yeah. I should grievously injure myself.
She's sympathetic, at least.
She is.
Is that sympathetic?
I think so.
I'll take it.
Yeah. She feels your pain.
Yeah,
And she
and
just
wants to
can't-
vomit.
Yeah, she wants to vomit. Yeah.
That's fair.
You can vomit. It's okay. It's allowed.
No, don't vomit around me because I'll be vomiting right next to you.
You are a sympathetic vomiter.
Yeah, I'm a sympathetic puker.
It's bad.
Oh, the cat pukes in the house. I'm like, you gotta clean it up. I'm like, I could clean it up, but then you're just gonna have 2 piles of
Okay,
puke to
you know
clean
what,
up.
though? we give Shelby a hard time on this podcast.
Yeah.
I should give both guys a hard time on this
Yeah,
podcast.
pretty much anybody that comes and sits in that general
It's
area
true,
is getting
yes.
teased.
Oh, Braun, that's just standard.
Yeah,
Skull.
Braun's
I will say,
yeah.
can't handle that, right?
Can't handle what?
Can't handle that.
Right.
Comes to dog poop.
Pick it up like
She
a
doesn't
bastard.
care. She does not. Like, she's like fishing it. She's like fishing
You
it.
do not.
You know, like her dog's getting.
I'm actually getting
has
sick.
like a blockage. She'll like pull it out of his butt. I'm sitting there like I can't do it. Like if it's been sitting there for like a day or two, it's just I can't. Like the smell's just bad. Like, I do it because I have a dog. I'm a responsible dog owner. But it's like I hate the smell.
Poop's gross.
So that's my thing.
Yep.
But she can't do surgery.
I don't know how people can be into the poop stuff. We're not gonna go there.
Yeah, that's a whole different.
Epstein Island.
Garrett?
No, is it? Who's the WWE guy? The owner.
Vince McMahon.
Yeah. Poopy boy. I have no skeletons in my closet except for when people poop on me. So you have to pick them out. If they're stuck, they're stuck.
Yeah. Moose is done.
It does happen on like I've seen it with like a small child, like a baby,
Yeah.
where their turds get stuck, and it's like the gopher's popping out of the hole; it just won't come out. So you're there, you're investigating. You got the Q-tip with the Vaseline. You're like, I'll help.
It took us a while, but we got around to butts. Okay.
We got 20 minutes of poop talk.
Where were we on this?
Poop.
Injuries.
I thought that was the topic for
Talking about
today.
knees? Where were we?
Started with knees,
Talking about
somehow transitioned to poop.
something
We were talking about We were talking about strongman at
Squats.
some point.
talking about squats.
Squats. Okay.
Oh, we're talking about how Sean's always broken.
Oh, who's there? Who's not there? That should be there.
Oh, Jeremy. Yes.
Jeremy, yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Wow, that was-
sounds like he's recovering.
We went
We
way
pulled
off
that
track.
one. We landed that.
Yep.
We hit the landing.
Nailed it.
Speaking of landing, Top Gun 3 is in development.
Come on.
Yeah.
I love Top Gun.
I know, it's the best. If they make this movie
I've watched
terrible,
Maverick, I think,
if
8
they-
times.
I know. If they make this movie bad, I will fight someone.
If they make it bad, we're burning the world down.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's fair.
Honestly, the Marines.
It is
should
burning,
burn.
actually.
Yes.
Yeah. The
Winnipeg is
alert. You got
literally-
the Amber alert or
Yeah,
whatever.
we got an alert today
Wow.
that
Let's go drive around and find it.
Manitoba has.
Maybe we can help.
Yeah,
I'll bring my leaf
exactly.
blower.
Manitoba is
That's what apparently they use for putting out fires. Did you see those videos? They got the gas powered
Thrones.
weed.
Fact check them.
They got the gas powered the blower.
blower.
And then they just go as it's crawling across the grass. They just blow it out, blow it out, blow it out.
Oh, interesting.
Back,
Thrones?
whatever.
Fact
It's
check.
air fuel mixture. So too much air, then burn.
I learned more about fires than I thought I would ever learn because I
From?
mentioned to Thrones that I had to.
Because his brother's a firefighter. Did
Well,
he do
Thrones
it?
used to fight fires. Yeah.
Okay, they went to
wildfire.
yeah.
So
Firefighters.
When I mentioned
Wildfires,
that I might have
yeah.
to divert a truck that I was sending to the paw.
Right.
And then he told me about why I shouldn't worry about it, and sure enough, I didn't have to worry about it. So, yeah, he knows his fires. So
Scientist.
yeah, exactly. So, but yeah, it would be nice to see. This chair's sinking on me. It'd be nice to see Tyler and Jeffers
I
there.
thought that baby was bottomed out.
It is, yeah. It would be nice to see Tyler and Jeffers there. I get why they're not.
Yep.
Jeffers coming off surgery. I believe he had the same removal that Shelby was mentioning.
Right.
Same
Gross.
idea. So he was out
Shelby's
quite a
was better.
while.
Shelby's tougher.
Shelby was tougher.
Shelby's way tougher.
Jeffers wouldn't even deny that.
Big baby.
But he's looking strong. I know he's taken the opportunity to start up with Alec
Right.
and kind of get a fresh start on his training.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I guess he would have paused.
I mean, he basically couldn't train from OSG up until like February.
Did
It was like
when
10
and that's
weeks
when he
off.
started with Alec. Or
He
did
started
have Alec
fresh
before?
with Alec. No,
Yeah,
he didn't have.
okay.
I think he was with Terry Rady before.
Yeah, he was. That's right.
And I think he just decided, you know what, this isn't working. Let's go in a different direction.
Okay. Well, sometimes you got to try new things. Like
Yeah, and you know what? He's
a different perspective could totally blow up your training.
one. What is Jeffers' weakness? He'll openly say it's overhead.
Okay.
What is
I was
Alec's
gonna say, I have
specialty?
no idea.
Overhead.
Overhead. Yep.
So it makes sense. I think
He's
on
a scientist.
paper.
Alex is a scientist. I feel like.
Yeah, it'll be really good for them, I think. And so far, it looks really good. Jeffers is looking more mobile. He's looking strong.
Mm-hmm.
So I get it. Same thing. Tyler is hired Alec for his prep for North Americans. And I don't agree with Tyler on this, but he made a comment that this is maybe his only chance to go to North Americans.
Okay.
I think he's selling himself a little short there.
Okay.
But you know what? I get it. It's a big show.
Yep.
And if you're a fan of the old Fortissimus like he is,
Yep.
North Americans is kind of where you got to be.
Yeah.
It's really the only spot to be at. So
That's
I get
a
it.
good show. You're going to be with big names. Like
Big names.
even if you go to Fanboy, you know what
Yeah,
I mean?
that's what I mean. It's a big show.
Yeah.
He's going to bring a good package. Dan just got screwed by school.
Yeah.
So it's a 2-day show.
Yep.
He has a final exam on the Friday before.
Right.
And the Monday after.
Yeah. That's
It's just not gonna
and that's
work.
his finals too. I
Yeah,
believe.
it's not going to wait. It's his finals, and then he's done. So
you gotta
it's
choose
just
life
not
over
gonna work.
sports.
Unfortunately, yes.
He'll be back. He's looking strong, though.
Honestly, with the amount of circuit guys signed up, I think Gimli might just count as a circuit show for the year.
Oh yeah.
But he's also going to OSG.
Right.
He emailed Lynn, and Lynn did confirm that he'll
Yep.
extend his invite to this year.
Awesome. Wicked.
Yeah. So again, some guys you wish were there, but they just aren't.
Yep.
It is what it is. That's right. You beat who shows up, and
That's exactly. That's what I've told so many people.
Right.
Like people are like, "Oh, well, I was on the podium by myself." Well, you understand that you were on the podium by yourself because nobody else was tough enough to make it. In the end, it's like bodybuilding, powerlifting, strongman. There are other people that wanted to be with you. They broke. They caved on their diets. They didn't get this. This happened. They all got a list of excuses, and you made it. And do not sell yourself short that you didn't do something huge, because you did. You were the best warrior. You lasted. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. Stuff like that gets me going, because I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
people see that and they're like, oh, they were by themselves, blah blah blah. I'm like, no, that's a. They
big
withstood the months and months of prep for that whatever it is. You know what I mean? And don't sell yourself short.
That's the thing. I think give yourself the credit deserved. You know?
Yeah.
Actually, we should have touched on this in the past episode, but I do want to talk about Matt a little bit.
Yeah.
We'll come back to that at the end of the show.
Yep. We could talk about MSM a little bit too if you want, or we could save
Yeah,
that. It's still a
we'll
couple
talk
months
about
away.
it. We got
but-
some time.
Yeah.
We got some time here. MSM might be part of the when we get back. We'll see.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's still
We'll see.
5 weeks.
We don't
4
know what we're doing.
4
There's
weeks.
no plans.
Whatever. Shoot from the hip. Pew pew pew.
Yeah,
no,
so
the
the
bodybuilding
Denny Stone. Larson. I have Larson winning this one.
Yeah.
He's so good at these.
And he put up 380 on the axle. Didn't he?
Denny Stones.
No, Larson. I'm moving on, like
Oh,
to the axle.
We didn't finish the Denny's.
Oh, we didn't finish the Denny's.
So I got Larson winning a show with that one.
Who else will be good? Is there anybody that's standout good?
Sam really hates them.
Hates
he
them
won't.
because he's good at them?
No, he's not good. I would expect Sean to finish the run.
Right.
He went a very good distance with them last year.
Yep.
I would expect Colton to finish the run.
Sean has one CSM?
No. I'm not sure what he's...
Okay.
He's been to CSM before. I can't remember what his...
I just can't remember. Like, I know his name and I know he's really good, and I just...
He's won Westerns a couple times.
Okay.
Him and Jeffers kind of like traded for the last couple years.
Right.
But he just kind of sits on the island doing his thing.
Yeah.
I don't think Colton finished it last year. I'd be shocked if he didn't finish it this year, because he did finish the Denny's at Westerns last year. He finished the run.
Yep. That was funny because guys were either... There was a couple that finished,
Yeah.
and most of them struggled. Like struggle bus, like
It was
10
hard.
feet.
It was hard.
Yeah.
And
not having like a regular farmer's multiple picks, you die for 60 seconds. I think it's
Yeah.
one drop.
you can pretty much take... I think it's one drop.
Or did they have multiple drops?
For us, it was one drop.
One drop, yeah.
Honestly, though, any of the Albertan amateurs, a bunch of blue-collar boys, they could surprise me. I don't know how good they are at these.
Yeah.
And then I have
Because sometimes
Jesse.
somebody pulls it out that you don't even realize would,
Well,
like Michelle. in
I
post
just
play.
don't know a lot of these guys.
He grabs these Denny rings and you're like, what is happening right now? I did not see this
I knew
happen.
it was coming.
You knew it was coming?
Yeah,
You didn't tell me?
I did tell you.
Oh.
I told you to give her the little tip.
Wow, I'm dumb.
Yeah, give her a little tip of how to...
Why do you got to make me feel stupid all the time?
I did tell you.
No.
Didn't I?
Well, no,
Maybe
you
I
didn't tell me.
Did I tell him?
You probably told me in your mind.
Maybe. You're in it. You have no
Probably
choice in
told me.
this. I might have told you.
I
But,
forgot what I had for dinner. Did I even have dinner?
yes, you had a sandwich.
I had egg
Sandwich.
sandwich. It was good, yeah.
But yeah, so I think Jesse will be a dark horse there. He's got just such a good grip.
Yeah.
I can see him finishing that out. Axle press.
Do any of these guys post their axle presses stuff, or is it?
I know roughly. So I know like some of the guys, and this is where it's weird. Josh can press more than me.
Yeah.
Can't clean it.
Right.
Sam will do very well here.
Right.
He's got a very good split jerk.
Okay.
Much more technical than my little dainty thing. We'll fix that in the off season.
Hey, I'm the dainty one, okay?
No, your split jerk's fantastic. It looks
fantastic.
good. Mine's like a weird little
What's his name?
split squat.
Who's the coach?
Terry.
Terry. Yeah.
Yeah.
He called me dainty. Oh, your split jerk's so dainty. I'm like, I have never even ever been insinuated in my life that I was dainty at anything.
You're dainty.
I'm dainty. It's coming along.
No, it looks good. That was not a good jerk. Oh, okay. My little mini split jerk.
So silent.
Well, you've seen what I do though, right? Because I mean, like a split jerk, you're supposed to drop like here.
Yeah.
And I'm like there.
Yeah.
Tiny little dainty
That's what
jerk.
that's what happens to my 80%. I have a nice spread. Like you're getting vertical shin,
Yeah.
but then once it hits 90%, it's like it's a little less. And then those top sets there, you're like it's getting pretty tight here. But proportionally, it's going up as my weights go up. So it's still staying in the percentage range, climbing nicely. So
I need to just put it in my head to commit to getting the jerk going.
Yep.
And I'll be fine.
Yep.
I just suck at it.
Yeah.
I haven't done it since high school. I've just retaught myself how to do it. So,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna mix
Doing
in some
anything
sessions.
is probably better than nothing. Like anything beats a push press.
It's gonna work.
Yep.
At the end of the day, I can get
cheating.
enough weight overhead that I can cheat
cheating.
a little bit. It is the sumo of overhead.
It's a sumo of overhead. It 100% is.
That's okay. It's in the rules.
Yeah.
So I
Bring
have
back
to like
sumo.
it, but
Just kidding.
it is a thing. But no, Sam's got a great split jerk.
Okay.
Crisby's in kind of the same boat. He's got a great overhead. Struggles with the clean.
Where's Billy at with his overhead stuff? I can't remember. I missed his log at Arnold's.
He'll get the opener for sure.
Yep.
Just because he is athletic.
Yep.
And you can get the clean.
Right.
I don't know where his strength is, and I can't remember if he split jerks. He doesn't post a lot.
Yeah, he doesn't. Yeah.
Billy.
Billy boy.
It's just Ethel, which I'm not complaining. But give me
uses
Ethel
his,
and Billy.
Samson-like hair.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
So beautiful.
That's my hair. It's
Should be in
majestic.
a Herbal Essence commercial.
Hey, Troy Polamalu's retired. Head and Shoulders needs a new rep.
Yeah, they do. Billy, they're calling your name.
I think that's the way to do
Supplemental income.
it. Yes. Let's see here. I mean, Colton.
Yeah.
Great overhead presser.
Yeah, Colton, yeah.
I think his biceps 100% healthy. I don't know.
And he's probably a guy that's done enough axle pressing that
He'll be fine.
be fine.
I know Sean has like this obnoxious just disdain for axle clean and press.
Right.
He just hates it.
some people do.
But he'll do fine.
It was shocking some of the people that I
He
considered
makes a
really
good
strong.
point. He makes a good point though. It's like it's not a test of shoulder strength.
No.
It's a test of who can clean the axle.
Yeah.
I just happen to be one of those losers who can clean more than I can press.
I can clean more than I can press on an axle too.
So it is what
Actually,
it is.
that's another thing that I really haven't maxed out. I missed 240 in a show one time, but 240, now I can press it for 5.
Yeah, that would be
250
a
for
problem.
5. Like, that's not a... I'm
Or just
past
slide
that. now.
off your lean abs.
Yeah, my rippling. It makes
Yeah.
that like dunk, 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 dunk
Yeah,
sound.
exactly. Just grinding away. at the
Yeah.
metal.
It's like a nice washboard for the axle. I clean it on my abs.
Yeah. And my same thing, right? Like, I know some guys have great overheads. I know, like Dan Hagen, he struggles with the clean.
Right.
There's a lot of guys who struggle with the clean.
I imagine it would, having a bigger midsection would have a, because when you're cleaning it, if you can't pop it past your stomach, you hit, because I see a lot of people hit the bottom of their belt or hit the bottom of their stomach or hit the bottom, like,
Yeah.
you have to be able to get it. It's
think-
not a linear, you want it to be linear, but they can't because of their body type structure.
I also think a lot of guys, though, and Sam pointed this out to me, like, you have to set up as though it's a clean pull. It's not a deadlift. You're not
No.
deadlifting.
No,
up.
it's a pull, yeah.
But you have to sink into it.
Yep.
And like really be upright and
Yep.
look up. And that really helped me with clearing the stomach.
Yeah. And you have to have a goal of having it come higher. Like you want it to be weightless at where you're catching it.
Yeah.
If it's too high and it's coming down, you're going to have a problem. If it's too low, then you're trying to walk it up.
I don't really
That's
have a big deal with walking it up, to be honest.
No?
No, I think it's just
So
I've
do you
done
do
I've done
that?
so many barbell
Or-
rows for so long.
Right.
Depends on where I catch it.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty good so far at adjusting.
Right.
So it's fine.
Yep.
But we'll see. I think it'll be a good event. I think 380 wins it.
Okay.
Honestly.
The 400s?
Well, it's 10-pound jumps. So I don't
Right.
think anyone will need to go to 400.
Okay.
I think someone might. Like,
Right.
I could see Larson going over 400. I could see Colton attempting 400. It just
Right.
depends, is his bicep 100% to clean it?
Yeah. We're going to find out.
We'll find out. Yeah,
Because it won't be existent.
We'll find out real
The
quick.
bicep has left the chat.
Yeah, exactly. Hopefully not. Knock on
Hopefully
wood.
not, yeah.
There were a couple
I hate
major
seeing
injuries
injuries,
last year at Westerns. I don't want that again.
Yeah.
Finishing off day one, we got power stairs.
Power stairs. Should be money for most
Dylan
of the
Dorsey
guys.
will be very good at this. He's
Okay.
he's taller than me. He's
Yeah.
just massive.
Yeah. And height is
Yeah.
a cheat.
Yeah. I think I'll do well at this.
That's what I had a hard time with the power stairs because I'm shorter to get it to hook onto the step.
Yeah.
I could row it, I could pick it, no problem. But to get it to catch the step, I'm like, ah.
Yeah. I think this is where guys like Billy steal points.
Yep.
And this is where I'll steal some points.
Josh is a good power stair guy too. He
Josh
tore
is
his
very
hamstring
good, yeah.
that one time there, but he was flying.
I know Josh has had a couple of issues this prep.
Okay.
So I'm not sure how healthy
Yeah.
he's coming in.
Yeah.
Sam's
Yeah, he's a
just-
little lighter than he wants
Sam's
to be. I was
short.
chatting with him today a little bit there.
Yeah. Sam's short.
Yeah.
He's very good. Like, he was quick, but he is short.
Yeah.
I don't really know how tall the rest of the guys are. I don't know how good they are.
Right.
I don't know how well the condition they are. I mean, there's some guys who are super strong.
Yeah.
But I know Ryan Jabley. I mean, he's very, very strong, but he's also, I think he's still nursing plantar fasciitis.
Okay.
I don't know all these guys enough to know.
Right.
I think the amateurs this show, I would feel comfortable saying it's a stronger amateur crew this year than there was last year.
Okay.
I would think. I feel confident saying that.
Right.
We'll see.
So those guys will all be shooting for nationals, SCC nationals probably for pro card.
Well, they're all hometown boys, so I would assume so.
So that'll be a good heavy.
I don't see an amateur getting on the podium at this show.
No,
I just don't.
no. There's like the pros are good.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do with the pros? You know.
No, you have. I mean, Colton was.
I would have rather seen Ryan in this one than in mine. Vance.
Yeah.
I didn't have to. Then I wouldn't have to deal
You
with
would
him.
have to deal with them. Yeah. No, that's reasonable to say. So, but again, I don't know what the implements are. I don't know what the height of the stairs are. I hope
Right.
they're taller. Works for me. And I hope it's a fixed handle because then I can be a little quicker in transition.
Right. Most power stairs I think are 16-inch, but unless they made something custom. who knows?
JF's only 21 apparently.
Oh really? Wow,
Mental.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which would be good.
I think Smo is 18.
Okay.
I can't remember, but we'll see. I don't know. I think it's a new implement. I don't really know how they're doing it. So,
Right. Be an asshole anyway.
Fingal into drag.
That's starting day 2. Fingal.
Yep.
Yep. Be fresh. Moving
Surprising.
event fresh.
So maybe
That's actually kind of funny that a moving event would start the show.
you'd think.
'Cause especially when you got a CBD or a CDB there, like
Yeah.
presses usually start the show.
So I'm gonna again throw in the dark horse of Dorsey.
Okay.
He's 6'8". He's heavy, so
Yeah.
works for both events.
Yeah.
I don't know how practice he is. That's
Mass
my
moves
thing.
mass.
I don't know how practice he is. I think this one could be very tight between Larson and a couple other guys.
Right.
I think I would toss my name in there just based on how well my training went.
Yep.
And just knowing I'm good at backward drags.
Is Larson a good mover?
He is oddly good at Fingal's fingers.
Yep.
Like, oddly good.
Okay. That's what I would have thought because I thought maybe he's not as tall.
No, he's very...
A little
his
less
shoulders-
looks a little less mobile.
But his shoulders are
speed-wise.
so stupidly strong.
Right.
Right.
Yep. No, he's 100%.
I mean, Colton has
amazing crosser.
experience on Fingal's fingers.
Right.
Sean has experience on Fingal's fingers.
Yep.
It's like those guys who have used the actual implement before.
Right.
Again, guy like Billy. Billy beat me out by, very narrow margin because it was way too light, but he did beat me in the backwards drag.
Okay.
Arm over arm to backwards drag.
Yeah. Well, he's very fit too, like very athletic.
Very fit.
Yeah.
So I can see him doing very well in this implement. Again, depending on how practiced he is with the implement. I don't know. Could be. I think that'll be an interesting event.
Yep.
I think a lot of the amateurs will do really well. But
Right.
I don't know. I just don't know who's all practiced on it. I know Crisby had tried it out.
Probably not a lot of people.
Not a lot of guys. So we'll see. Circus dumbbell. I'm not talking about it. It's stupid. I'm just
Dumb.
kidding.
So dumb.
No. Josh, Sam, obvious favorites.
Oh, yeah.
Larson. I think
I'd like to see how Josh reacts to that. If the implement will throw off his unreal.
he's been
surface
doing it long enough that he should know.
Yeah.
He'll adapt.
He'll adapt.
But I think Larson, Josh, Sam, Colton, Sean, like your usuals.
Yep.
Just the good CBDers. I think there's a couple amateurs who have good circus dumbbells. I think Dan Hagen has a good circus dumbbell.
Right.
And I think that Jabley is a good circus dumbbell.
Right.
Listen, there's a lot of guys. I know Ben Borger's very strong. I just don't know enough about him.
Right.
So
We're gonna find out.
yeah. And this is all love. I just don't know you guys. So I barely know myself. So I've been doing this for what?
A year.
13 months now?
Yeah.
So I don't know. Take everything I'm saying with a grain of salt.
Yep. We're just talking smack.
Exactly.
You can talk smack back if you want.
The yoke to arm over arm, I think it'll go well for me.
Yeah.
Yoke,
You just got to get through it.
Yoke just always kind of seems to show up on comp day.
Yeah.
Like the Arnold, my training was ass.
Dog shit.
And it showed up and I was like 7th overall.
Yeah, and you looked
By a tiny
comfortable. You didn't look like the guy.
I didn't look like Bambi.
No.
I wasn't Bambi at the Arnold. So,
And you moved 1,000. What do we have on a 10?
10,
10 or something?
10, 15, 10, 30,
10,
something like that.
yeah.
I can't remember. So I moved it. It was good.
It went, yep.
And it, honestly, it
And
moved
comp
about-
day, you're going to have
it
the
moved
rev.
about as well as my final heavy yokes going to the arm.
100%. Yeah,
So,
that's exactly what I was going to say. Yep.
and arm over arm, no, I can do. That's fine.
Yep.
Again,
Stones.
Larson, very good at yoke.
Yep.
Surprisingly fast.
Right.
Don't know how he is with arm over arm, but he's got a great grip.
I think people overthink yoke, and that's why they end up
I think
bad
so.
at it.
I
Yeah.
think so. It's just you're just walking.
Yeah.
walk.
Short steps as fast as you can.
Just
Yeah.
walk. Yeah,
The
it's
thing
not
for my yoke that's blown my yoke up is the speed work, lighter weight, 500, 600. Trying, literally setting stopwatch time, trying to beat that stopwatch time constantly.
I know there's a couple of guys who've been training really heavy yoke, and this would be a great event for Billy.
Yeah.
I could honestly see Billy potentially taking an event win here.
How did he do at the Arnold's on his yoke?
He's a little behind me, but
Okay.
I mean he was not mentally there that day
That's
for
true.
obvious
That was-
reasons. He kicked his family out.
It's a little bit of a scene, yeah.
So, but no, I could honestly see Billy stealing an event win here.
Yeah. Hopefully his hair doesn't get tangled in the
Sam
yoke.
beat me at yoke last year by like 0.13 of a second or something like that. Like stopwatch error.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, okay, buddy. I gotta.
Isn't that how much
you?
you beat Dan and Tyler by last year at MSM?
No,
Or
I
was
was
it
right.
less
I was
than
right
the
in
second?
between the two.
Or you're in between them?
Remember? Yeah,
Okay.
they were like right there, and then I was in between the two. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, so like, that'd be a good one. Again, this is one where I should have looked back at Devon days last year, but I'm not sure if they had the results all posted
Okay.
because they had a truck pull as well there. I think
Because it is a circuit show?
it was a circuit show. Yeah,
This year it is or no?
This year it is. Yeah, it's
okay.
always a circuit show.
Yep. That wasn't sure.
But again, like you have.
Is there a
Colton,
circuit page
Sean.
that has all the events with results, or
I'm not sure what's going to happen this year. It's being streamed this year.
I'm just saying, like in general, is there
Not really,
years
no.
of
No.
circuit results? No. That'd be nice to see.
I'm not sure what they have exactly on like Strongman Archives. I think it's just CSM and Westerns, but
Okay.
we'll see. But again, your
JF,
usual.
I know we're bros. It's time.
Sorry, Caro. It's time.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Not
Yeah.
JF. JF doesn't care.
You don't care. Yep.
But yeah, I think that'll be again. There's a bunch of guys in here I just don't know that much about. I know Ben Borger. I think this is where he tore his bicep last year. I could be speaking out of turn, but I think he tore his bicep on the truck pull.
Yep.
Austin Ryan, very good at truck pull. I think he had a truck pull at 105,
Okay.
and he's again very fast. It's a 1,000-pound yoke is going to be bone crushing though.
And it is an arm over arm truck pull.
It is
for
an
sure?
arm over
Okay.
arm. They have tested it, so we'll see. But again, there's a lot of really strong dudes here. I know like Shepard's walked 1,000 pounds, Colton's walked 1,000 pounds, Sean's walked 1,000 pounds.
Yep.
I think
The smaller guys will have a problem there.
if Dorsey
they can
walks
move it
in
at all.
healthy, he can do it.
Yep.
Borger can do it. Guys
I'd
can
love to
move
see
1,000.
Jesse and Austin move it, but I just kind of feel like it might be
It's just that's a lot of weight.
a lot of weight.
That's a lot of
You'll
weight.
you'll get a couple feet, from a couple squat drops maybe, but I'd love to see the guys move it though.
Oh, me too.
Just being
And
a smaller
then-
guy, I love seeing smaller guys move.
Yeah.
Like with
Oh, it's amazing.
if you're a 250 guy, that's 4 times body weight.
Yeah.
That's a lot of fucking weight.
That's a lot of weight.
Yeah.
That's a lot of weight.
Yeah.
And I mean, really rounding out the show comes Stones. And I mean,
Yeah.
this is where Jesse's a dark horse.
Yep. Very good stone loader. Yep.
I could see him loading 475.
Yep.
It's been what, 9 months since Nationals?
Is it going to be like a platform ascending weight, descending height?
It's 48 inches for everything.
Bar.
And it's Trump style. Strong man style, small style.
Okay.
So
Yep.
you have it's 400, 425, 455, 475, and then the 500.
Okay.
So that'll be interesting.
Yep. All to 48.
Again, yeah, all to 48.
Yep.
I don't even know how to predict this one because it's at the end of the show. And it's, what I kind of dislike about being at the end of the show, guys will be jostling for points.
Yep.
I honestly think that fresh, there's probably 3 or 4 guys here who could load the 500.
Yep.
I mean, if that Dylan Dorsey guy can't load it,
Yep.
I'd be shocked. I mean, the guy's like he's built for stones.
If he can't do it, nobody's going to do it, kind of, almost.
Kind of thing.
Yeah.
I think Colton's been very close.
Yep. Jeffers has he ever had his hands on it, or? Because he's probably one of the best stone loaders.
He has. He hasn't loaded it, though. No one has loaded that stone.
No. But lapped it?
Jeffers lapped it.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Okay.
Who else lapped it?
What size stone is it? 22?
22.
Yeah.
All of them are 22 at the show.
Right.
So it'd be interesting. Yeah, I wish that one was earlier, just so that people would have more of an incentive to go heavier.
Yep.
But I think now it's going to be doing just enough to jostle for position.
Right.
So,
Okay.
which is unfortunate. We'll see. Hopefully there's some drama and maybe a couple people have to load heavy for the win. I don't know. See what happens. But yeah.
Yep.
I mean, that's Westerns. I'm sure I've irritated some people.
Hey.
Whatever. Love you
It's
all.
a podcast. That's
I love
what we
you
do.
all.
We just talk. We
Yeah.
just bullshit. We don't know what the hell we're talking about.
I'm tired. It's been a long day.
you think
I don't actually know.
If you think we mean ill will there, you're dead wrong.
Yeah. No, we don't mean anything.
We don't mean anything.
But no, I honestly, it's nice to just get out and see the boys.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said today. I'm like, I just want to go lift with the boys. It's at the point where I'm going to do my best, and where it lays out is where it lays out. As long as I walk away happy with what I did, that's what I care about.
Well, I've done enough shows now where I know some of these guys pretty
Yeah.
decently. You know, we're in the group chat pretty actively.
Yeah.
So it's just like you're going out to see friends.
Yeah.
Right. And competition day, whatever. We all got our game face on, but like we're having fun.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Yeah, and it's always a great community. Everybody's cheering for everybody. You're cheering for the guy that's going to beat you every time. I'll be front row.
it's a blast.
Yeah.
I will say, as far as like a total show hope, I would really like it if Larson won.
Yeah.
Just because like new dad wins
Such
the
a
show.
nice
Like, it'd
guy.
be so cool.
Such a nice guy.
But just,
Yeah.
it would be cool to win and have like your newborn there. It's kind of cool.
They won't remember, but
Yeah,
I'll get
they
the
won't
picture,
know, but he'll
yeah.
know. Have a cute picture.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't count Sean out. He's been in the top 2 for the last
Yeah.
3 years. Can't count Colton out. He was in the podium.
Sean's been a top guy for many years now.
yeah, like you can't count him out.
Yeah.
So, and I mean, Sam's looking really strong.
Yep.
After he had a really good performance last year, so
Yep.
we'll see.
Sweet.
I'm excited for it. It'll be good.
Yep.
But
Sweet.
yeah, and then real quick, we'll touch on. We went to the Van Dyke Classic.
Oh, yeah.
On that would have been.
You hated every minute of it. Especially when they took your
Well,
water bottle away.
I walk
Wow.
in, and I'm carrying my lovely water bottle here, okay? And they say to me, no water bottles inside, sir. Venue rules. I'm like, it's water.
Yeah.
Where can't you bring in water? I mean,
And then you responded with, they didn't tell you. I'm like, you must not have been on the phone call list.
Yeah, apparently they weren't telling anybody. But it's like, at least like, you have a social media page. Put it out like, oh, hey, here's the info.
Yeah.
I didn't even know where it was. It wasn't on the website or anything.
Yeah.
Anyways, whatever. So I was already cranky.
Yeah. Well, it used
So I
to
did
be at
my water.
Pantages. So I took Main Street, and I'm like, okay, I start looking up the thing there. I'm like, I'll get close, and then I'll look up the thing. Well, I end up in the wrong spot, and then, yeah, my day was a bit of a shit show there, but I ended up there a little early. But
You went to the wrong show.
yeah, well, for reasons we're not going to talk about, but
Yeah.
it was fun, though. I enjoyed it. I grew up loving bodybuilding. Like, growing up a fat kid, I wanted to be Ronnie Coleman, Jay Cutler, and I followed the Olympia, I followed the Arnolds, I followed a lot of that stuff, and I love the body, like I love muscle, I love and it was neat for me to be there and be up close and to see the different builds on people,
Yeah.
because it blows my mind, you know what I mean?
Oh, it is.
How one guy's chest is this long and the next guy's got this short little jack chest that's super thick, and then some guys are like, you can see the disproportions, and then the board short boys there that don't squat. So
Yeah. I love bodybuilding. It's pretty boring to sit through.
well, the
like the
worst part, the
individual
part they have to
routines.
figure out is when you've seen everybody, like we watch the opens and we've seen everybody, and I enjoyed that part.
Yeah.
And then they come out in different shorts. And I'm like,
The guys
I've seen
entering
this.
6 divisions,
Yeah, like-
it was kind of monotonous.
Yeah.
And I get it. You want to be in multiple things, but like, come on, guys.
yeah, I think that's it makes a day long. It made me
does.
want to leave.
It
like,
did.
yeah, and I would have liked to have, because we sat and then that happened. Well, then we missed the ladies. There wasn't too many in the open thing or whatever, but it was like, it would have been nice to see.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't want to watch another hour and a half of the same guys do the exact same thing in black shorts instead of fucking their bikini. You know what I mean? It was like too much, you know. But it was nice. I was there early enough. I could see quite a few people that I knew. You know, I got Kyle because he went to Iron Image before, no? Trader, yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna snap fitness in the city.
But it was nice, like, to see familiar faces.
I have a house now, and I'm a Transcona boy.
Yeah. The training grounds girls were there, and then I seen a whole bunch of people that I knew. Just in
Janae had
passing.
a couple clients.
Yeah,
like, I missed her and Brian by 20 minutes or whatever. But
yeah, I just sat with them the whole time, so I really enjoyed it. I will watch again next year, but just because it was always a bucket list thing for me. This time last year
to do a show or to watch oiled men.
Both.
Okay.
I wanted to oil the men.
Oh,
just kidding.
Perfect. Hey, you want,
no, this time last year.
I'll bet you they would have let you out your water bottle doing it.
This time last year, I thought, well, whatever, I'll do what I can do, and if the strongman thing doesn't work out, I'll whatever. I'd like to see what's beneath the fat one time. I think it'll be weird because my pec's torn off or whatever, but because
when did you take your pec off?
2 years ago, 2x2.
Oh right, you weren't benching for a while. Yeah,
yeah. So I think it's visibly different. So, but. I would never expect to win, but I would like to see myself at like a 10% or lower body fat. And I do, when I'm dieting, I'm decent at it. I don't know if I could be decent at it for 3 months, but I can do it for a month and a half.
I don't know if it's the 3 months. I think it's that last little push
the last
when
week or two.
Dying.
Yeah.
Right, because like getting to 10% body fat, and I say this as someone who is a little tubby these days.
12%.
I'm probably sitting about 30% body fat these days.
300.
Well, it was Dex said at 315 pounds, and I was 27% body fat.
Yeah.
So I'm like, probably about 30% now.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
I mean, I've been as low as 12.
Yeah.
I've been as low as, I might even been 10 at one point when I was really skinny.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's not hard to get to that 12%.
Yeah.
It's getting to that 8%.
Well, look at Matt. He was on death's door.
And that's the thing.
Yeah.
Well, and I felt bad for Matt because he got sick 5 weeks out.
He hurt his back.
It was after the Arnold.
Yeah.
He hurt his. But honestly,
I thought he was out after he hurt his back.
Honestly, though, hurting his back, like, it's bodybuilding.
Yeah.
And honestly, not to sound like bodybuilding is not hard, but you don't need to deadlift.
Yeah, and you're not going to gain. You're not gaining 10 pounds of lean muscle mass in 10 weeks.
You can maintain your
your muscle is what your muscle is. Yeah.
But Matt, he got really sick after the Arnold. Then he hurt his back. We all got really sick after the Arnold.
Yeah.
Honestly, which is why I will be driving.
Yeah.
Next time. Yeah. I'm not.
No more
flying.
diseases.
No. I was so sick, man.
Yeah.
Oh, I was knocked out. And then Shelby was knocked out, and then she gave it back to me.
Yep.
It was just not good.
But it was worse when she had it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was, actually, no. It was
when you had it, you were being a baby.
It was very satisfying when she had it because she admitted.
Karma.
Yeah, she knew.
Comes and bite you.
Yeah.
Okay. Bet you won't do that again, Shelby.
Nope. She will.
She will.
She will. But the bodybuilding. So I went to support Matt.
Yep.
That was the only reason I was there.
Oh, I love Matt. I do love the passion that it takes to do that. Like, for me, it just like it hits that when that 60-year-old guy came out, dude, that hit me in all the feels. I'm like,
Ron
holy
was saying,
crap!
It's like that dude's his idol.
Yeah, I was like,
monster,
dude. Yeah, just for somebody that not even old. Like, he did not look old. Like, he still looked like he could bench 315 no problem. Like, he was jacked.
No, head down. If he didn't have like a receding hairline and wrinkles, you'd be like, that's like a
for sure.
40-year-old dude, whatever.
But just proud and like,
see, the thing
absolutely
is, like,
nailed it. You know what I mean?
I would have no problem with that, honestly.
Yep.
Because like, I played water polo.
Yeah.
Like, you could put me in a Speedo right now and I'll walk in the Pan Am pool all belly of me. I don't care. Honestly, this is the weirdest thing is like going swimming now.
Yeah.
I much prefer Speedos.
Right.
They're just better. They're just better.
Yeah.
They don't have material sticking to your legs. And it's just better in every single
I'm
way.
with you, yeah.
Okay, it's just the way to go. Speedos are king.
I don't wear boxers. I don't like stuff on my legs.
No.
Yep. But that's me.
Well, briefs. Briefs are where it's at. You're a tighty whitey guy?
Yeah. 100%.
Oh.
But tighty cutie, like nice color ones.
Oh,
not
okay.
white.
Okay.
White on me, it's not a good
Streaks?
idea. Yeah.
Okay, fair.
Way worse than that.
Briefs. Let us know in the comments. Briefs or tighty whiteys? We already know what Garrett
Denver
wears.
Hayes, you know what I'm saying?
We already know what Garrett wears. He shows us all the time.
Yeah, he's Garrett.
But yeah, no, it's so for me. I'm like, it's not the shame thing. I'll walk up there. I don't care.
Yeah.
The turning orange thing's kind of weird.
Yeah.
It's the only sport where blackface is encouraged. I mean, Matt was
That was an orange. Oh yeah, that's a brown dude.
Braun is half black, And Matt was darker than him.
And way white.
By a lot. Like, very, very dark. So that's always kind of a weird thing to me. It's like, then you see him up on the stage, you're like, this makes sense. Like, the lights are so intense, but it's just hilarious to see a bodybuilder off stage. Because you're like, I saw you yesterday, and you're like Swedish, and now you're Cuban. It's like, this doesn't make any sense.
You're kind of Cuban, kind of orange.
Yeah, like, what's going on?
You're an orange Cuban.
Donald? So, yeah, it's just... It's an interesting sport. It's not something that I don't know. I just don't have a ton of interest in it.
Yeah.
I think for me, like, I just enjoy the chasing the numbers of strength training so much.
Yeah.
And there's really only so much you can chase for numbers and body fat before you die.
Yeah.
It's
I
like
agree.
you're 3% and then you're a cadaver.
Yeah.
You can't do anything more.
The thing I like about bodybuilding is bodybuilding can be two things. It can be somebody that's taken their body, changed their body, and shown off their body, or it can be somebody that's already skinny who starved for a month and a half and hit the stage, and then comes back the next year already skinny, hit the stage, looks exactly the same. Great. But if you were somebody who had a bit of weight on you, or did something with your life, you know what I mean? You were scrawny and you put on a bunch of muscle.
Honestly, I really enjoy, and I know obviously they're not going to win, but I do enjoy when people come up and you can see they've got loose skin.
Yeah.
Because like you did something.
Yeah. Well, both Janae's clients lost a ton of weight.
Yep.
Which was, to me, is just mind blowing.
Well, one of Shelby's friends, Tavia, I think she finished second or third in her class. But again, like
that
lost
is
a
like
ton of
respect.
Weight. Oh yeah.
But if you were if you were 12% body fat and you go in and you're 8.
Yeah.
Yay. You know what I mean?
It's like whatever. You were Kyle.
His posing routine was money.
Yeah.
I liked it. Yeah.
Josh,
I guess you didn't see it. But
I saw it on
yeah. But I was there when he did it and I was like, whoa, that's good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's the part he likes.
That was like an Arnold style. That reminded me of an Arnold style pose down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
This is a shame he's a traitor.
Shame he's a traitor.
Yeah. So it is what it is. Kyle.
We'll unfriend him after this.
Yeah. Yeah. Block him.
Until he comes back.
Yeah. I don't know. But no, actually, Matt's routine was fantastic.
I love Matt's routine.
And I know, so Josh Thompson, Creative Movement, I don't know how he spells it. I can't remember. But I follow him, the gym follow. You can find him in my followers list. I think it's public. But I think he did Matt's routine. He did Kyle's routine and a couple other ones.
Right.
And then he did a guest posing.
Okay. Like he posed?
Yeah.
Okay.
His style of posing isn't necessarily for me.
Right.
The way he does his routines.
Okay.
The way he does his clients' routines, I really like.
Yeah.
His routines are kind of Kai Green-esque.
Okay.
Kind of very artistic.
Yeah.
Flowy.
Yeah, I'm not.
It's just not my thing.
Yeah.
It's not my thing. But the routines he gets his clients to do
classic.
are just brilliant.
Classic bodybuilding routines.
And
that's what I like. That's what I grew up on. So that's what I like to see.
The one that I've never seen it. I'm sure it's been done before, but I've never seen it done. Was when he had Matt in the javelin pose and then kind of slowly spin himself around in the javelin.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Right.
Love that. You could tell like the work was put in, the effort was put in.
Yeah.
They crushed it.
Yeah.
So
I like Kyle's when he was it hit the music just perfect, head down, and he hit the double shoulder. I was just like, whoa, that was good. Like I didn't see anybody do it all day, and then he hit it. And
apparently, it was really hard to hear the music up there.
Okay.
From what I heard from a couple people.
But his, it was like did they choose their own music? I assume so. Yeah. Yeah. Because there's some people I'm like, you chose that? But I'm like,
to be fair, some of the Keystone walkout songs, I was like, you chose that?
Yeah. Tom.
Tom can pick whatever he wants.
Yeah. Tom's a showman.
Yeah. So
maybe Tom will do bodybuilding. Put on a show.
He has done it.
He has?
Yes.
Okay,
him and Cam Chorney, they both did a show.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Cam.
Yeah, good old Cam. He's done everything.
He's a wheat in his mouth while he's out there?
Probably. He's the most diverse strength athlete around.
Yeah, he don't give a shit. He'll do whatever. Yeah.
No, he doesn't care.
Yeah.
Except until you photograph him.
Right.
He really doesn't like having his picture taken.
No?
I don't think
He's got the
Shelby...
good one
Do you
of
have
him
a
in the bottom.
single picture of him? Cam.
There's one of him in the hallway at Iron Image in his bottom of his squat there. I can see why he didn't like his picture taken. Like,
Oh, I know.
Like there wasn't one better picture.
No, he's taken a lot of abuse over the years in Tom's videos too. Like it seems like he's always getting choked or thrown into something in the gym videos. So Cam's put his time in. I think he punched him in one video. Like it's just like there's Tom does the when he does the superhero landing.
Yeah.
And then he like walks over and Kyle's on the bench and he punches Cam away from him or something. But then, yeah, it was he slapped him for the cardio room one. I think he actually did slap him.
I'm going to actually hit you.
Yeah, so it's Cam's taking
ready.
his share of abuse and hasn't betrayed us yet, Kyle. All right, that's enough shots at Kyle. Kyle.
Right. That's probably enough for today.
That's enough for today, I think. I'm getting sleepy.
Covered everything.
So, yeah.
We'll come back. We'll cover Manitoba Strongest Man next time.
Yeah, we'll go
Maybe
over both of
Magnus,
our shows.
What Magnus is coming up to.
Got some
August?
time until then. August, yeah.
August, yeah. So we got time.
Yeah, we got time to cover everything. We don't have the events for Magnus
We don't
yet.
have events,
so
yeah.
Can't even do anything yet. So.
Yep.
But, yeah, we'll reconvene in 2 weeks-ish.
Yeah. Tune in next time.
Tune in next time.
Yeah, baby. Woo!